So what's everyone's interpretations on the word provocation?
People to talk about things and give their opinions on what they think of a certain topic.
Provoking thoughts for the future.
Provoking reaction.
Inciting instigating reactions.
Creating opinions, stimulating ideas.
Expressing like the rebirth of digital technology and scientific challenges ahead.
Okay, so we want to provoke all the different thoughts that we have and we expect other people to have for what's going to happen to everything in the future. Start with the gender. I think that through different fashions and all the different stereotypes now, there's very much a future look of there's not actually going to be a gender, there's just going to be a mix, sort of fusion of one gender, and it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, you can wear what you want, you can do what you want, it doesn't matter.
Verified gender sort of like blurred together.
Yeah.
Like creating one sort of individual identity almost.
And then the human enhancement side of it, people having like crazy plastic surgery and turning people into like soldiers with special drugs and stuff like that.
Better fit prosthetic arms and stuff
like machine hearts and stuff. Yeah. They've actually done that already.
We're just looking into what the possibilities are with human enhancement. Where will it stop?
Like prosthetics are getting more creative and more high tech. Yeah, more high tech now. So
there's some things you don't even have wires. It's all like sensors to produce a feeling. Someone's arm, they're missing that part of their arm. It feels like they're moving it, even though they haven't got it, just from sensors.
It's like brain.
Yeah. It's all stimulating the brain.
And then identity is the other subtopic. So we're just sort of looking into the 21st century phenomena of virtual identities and stolen identities.
How someone can completely portray a completely different personality and characteristic about themselves through the internet. Like they can be someone completely different and create someone.
There's been so many documentaries on TV of all that's happened to people.
Yeah.
And of course, when you let yourself go on the internet and you give out too much information, there's obviously the threat of someone stealing that information from you.
Yes, yeah, like the fears of a future where digital identities are going to happen. As we live in a cybernetic dictation that's leading the online realms, so like how far will it go, how much more, and
how far will it go? Well, of course, we're becoming a generation which completely relies on computers and digital tools.
All of us can go to space now as well, so that's like a massive. So everyone's more interested in what's out there. And
is there an alternative reality that we could go to see our alternate selves if there is one?
It's also looking at how it affects the fashion industry as well, with wearable technology coming more with people like Cute Circuit integrating like different LED lights within their clothing, and how one day that we won't have the physical object, but they'll be all incorporated into our clothing, and will that be like all of our kind of wardrobes one day where everyone will just be wearing things opposed to having to like pick up our phone, we just incorporate it into like what we wear.
On you instead of you carrying it.
So looking at how like the digital computers are affecting fashion.
More augmented reality.
How marketing is changing so that it's all like online and everyone's building like e-commerce and social media and everything's.
You can shop anywhere.
Everywhere to shop.
Yeah.
And like how like sort of like different countries now are sort of how they compete against each other to be like the most powerful technological country, and then they're like China and is overtaking the US now in technology and stuff like that. And the future for a country will be better than the other.
And then like, obviously, as well, computers and technology and science are making it easier for people to live longer. So what's the world going to be like if we're all living to 100 or even older than that? Is it going to get to a stage where it doesn't matter if you have a heart problem, you can just get a new computerised heart? So
I guess that fits in with the immortality stuff. Like, as we progress with science and technology together, like that goes into like the human conscious of fear as well, about what mortality brings and like people's fears and perceptions of what happens after that. Because if technology is advancing so much, will we live longer, and what will happen like, after life aspects?
Yeah. It's interesting because humans have always been fighting death, and it's interesting because I feel like we're getting maybe to a point where we're kind of solving it slowly. So it'll just be interesting to see.
Whether it goes even further. Scientists do say that like 20 years from immortality.
Well, people are like freezing themselves, aren't they, in the hopes that in the future they'll be able to
wake up.
be unfrozen.
Well, as Lisa touched upon it, wearable technology and how your phone and all different like technologies that we rely on now could all be on you instead of carrying in your bag. It could all be like, it's even like the silly car keys that you don't even have to put in your car now. You just have to have it in your bag and the car unlocks when you get in. It's little things like that I think can develop even further when it comes to fashion.
It's like that Jenny Lee thing that she was saying, how you put glasses on and you'll see their different skin and what they're wearing and what you feel on that day.
You can portray what you want to look like now.
Yeah.
Well, not now. In the future.
Almost alter everything, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything about your appearance.
Maybe as well with fashion, it might mean that everything's like, it's less mainstream. So with all the different technologies, it creates everyone to have their own sort of persona. So it might mean that everyone will stop just looking the same all the time and having their own sort of identity on their clothing.
Or everyone just looks the same because of the
Or
It's either one.
It's because we're all still following it.
Turnaround of fashion. So now something will be on a catwalk, and whereas before it would be like several months until you could buy it, now you can like, go straight on the website and be like, well, actually see that one right now.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait anymore because everything's like fast fashion now. So.
And that's because of the internet as well, isn't it? Yeah, definitely.
Changing how fashion's presented as well, mediated through virtual realms, and like Valentina's got a virtual exhibition like museum. So and that, how will that affect the fashion industry? Because will that lose a sense of personality and exclusivity? Yeah, because it's open to everyone, and fashion is becoming a thing for everyone like, through social media.
Yeah, it's a lot more like accessible, yeah.
Everything's mass produced as well.
I think the type of shoots we want are things to really represent our question, so it like really has so the magazine flows and people know what we're talking about through what we're photographing. And
we want it to be provoking, like especially with the whole gender issue.
yeah.
We're going to try and create something that portrays one gender and how talking about it. Yeah.
We've got to do like shapes and human enhancement and playing with the idea of like, exaggerated silhouettes and maybe how we are becoming bionic people, so how we can portray that in
Man
interesting shapes.
versus machine or something.
Yeah. Man versus machine.
Man versus machine.
Yes, it's like instigating a reaction from the person that will look at the publication, even the models and what they have to do and everything as well.
Yeah, we're trying to get a strong aesthetic feel to the publication as well as like theoretical.
Yeah.
We're doing intelligent articles next to like, provoking fashion, not just a boring article and
So it's not just a fashion publication, it's not just going to be a fashion editorial, there's thought behind it and
concept.
The narrative within the writing as well as the fashion shoots.
Yeah.
I would do that by sort of contacting the most like, unique people that have like, a very like, a good idea of the future for their project, rather than using someone typical that's in fashion.
And then the features is kind of looking into the scientific aspects of contacting the scientists themselves, and obviously designers and authors as well, because there's a lot of authors who've looked at technology and to get their kind of theory behind it as well, and to influence what we write and everything like that, really.